The break even on getting an MBA as a business owner is real simple. If you can avoid 2 to 3 mistakes, like I've made, that's more than going to cover the cost of the MBA. But only if you could figure out how to get a tax deduction for it, that would sweeten the deal. Well, you were in the right spot. I'm Adam Boatsman, CPA. I'm the managing partner of one of Charlotte, North Carolina's largest public accounting firms. Over the years, I've helped tens of thousands of business owners just like you save money, make money, and stay out of trouble, and most importantly, have fun while they're doing it. The purpose of this video series is to give you proven techniques to take business deductions and get tax deductions for things that you might have not otherwise thought about. So we're going to answer all your questions and most importantly, show you how to do this stuff without having to worry about the IRS showing up at your doorstep. So if you're tired of taking tax advice from some guy sitting in his mommy's basement, you came to the right location. Even more importantly, I'm also a business owner. So every one of the techniques that I'm going to give to you is something that I've done for myself personally. So with that in mind, let's get started. All right, gang, educational expenses, and are those deductible or not? So educational expenses can be deductible as part of the tax code up to a certain dollar threshold, but I'm talking about the brass ring in this video, the MBA. That's right, the Masters of Business Administration is that baby tax deductible. Because at the end of the day, if you think about, a lot of business owners and our clients and even their employees, that's the material thing that they're looking at trying to deduct, not the continuing professional education. Of course, that's tax deductible, and we talked about that in other videos. If you want to go back and look at the travel videos and combining travel with continuing professional education and get a tax deduction for it. So CPE classes, of course, those are going to be tax deductible, CLE, whatever you want to call it. I'm talking about the MBA though. Where can I get a tax deduction for that? So this is a toughie, but it is possible, but it's completely dependent upon facts and circumstances. If you look up tax court cases on the deduction of MBA specifically, they are across the map. In one case, deductible, in another case, not deductible. And there are certain tests that you have to meet in order for an MBA to be deductible. The first test, which I have to mention, it should seem obvious, is that you actually have to be working for the person that's paying for the MBA. So in that scenario, and again, there's no bright line on the length of time, but if you look at a court case where it was allowed versus a court case where it was disallowed, court case where it was allowed was a case where someone had been working for the employer for 2 years and then pursued the MBA. Court case where it was not disallowed was where someone had done a summer internship for the employer, then became employed and deducted the MBA. They felt like the internship did not really constitute, kind of bona fide employment prior to taking the tax deduction. So the first one is, who am I working for? The second thing is it has to be associated with furthering your skill set, a requirement of the employer. There's a couple different criteria around here, with the key caveat of it can't be a requirement for my specific profession. So for example, at BGW, if we had a requirement that to be in this position, you have to be a licensed CPA and you have to have a master's degree to be a licensed CPA, okay, it's not gonna qualify in that scenario. But in the scenario where I've got a team of people, I'm managing a team of people, and an MBA would help me with the educational knowledge of managing those team of people, being a better manager, in that case, it is tax deductible because A, I'm already working, B, I'm already working in the field that I'm trying to better myself on, which is management, and C, the MBA has a proven general course of education that can be applied to that specific job that I already had. Where it's not gonna work, and court cases have not allowed it to work, is when it's a requirement for the promotion. So in that example, let's say that I'm an engineer working for Ford Motor Company and I'd like to get into management. Part of getting into management is I have to go and get an MBA to be able to do that. Well, in that case, I'm switching jobs. It happens to be within Ford, but I'm switching jobs, and a requirement is to have the MBA to get into the new job. So I'm going from something technical to something management. In that case, the tax court had disallowed the deduction. So long story short, MBA, brass ring of educational expenses, it is deductible, but it really is going to depend on your specific set of facts and circumstances. So as I always say, hey, is there a way that we can make the facts and circumstances fit? Time is always your ally. If I want to make a case for this, what I want to do is make sure that I'm laying my groundwork to make sure I fit the facts. I'm already doing the job and this is gonna further my skill set. That's gonna be my home run in this case. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and that you hit subscribe. If you've got further questions, go ahead and post them in the comments below and we'll do our best to get back to them. If you're looking for more information, make sure you check out our website, subscribe to our blog, subscribe to our newsletter, which are also included in the links below. We hope this was really helpful to you and have a good time.